What's up guys? The program mode is almost never used and it's because of simple misunderstandings. The biggest benefit of program mode is the mix between auto mode and full manual mode. So if it's that simple, how do I use it? Well, let's take a look at it. The program mode, or P on your camera, is essentially a semi-automatic mode. The camera will take care of all the settings, but with one little difference. You are able to override any one of them. But why is it useful? Imagine you take a photo in full auto, but it didn't turn out the way you like. In program mode, you can tweak the setting that doesn't make the picture look the way you want to some extent. Of course, you have to have an idea of what shutter speed, aperture, and ISO are, but if you don't, that's not a problem. You can click the card up here to watch a video I made about that. Of course, in program mode, the camera will by default take care of these settings, but as I said, you can change any one of them without going into full manual mode. However, there are some limitations. This is also why this mode is commonly referred to as ISO priority mode. You are able to fully customize the ISO, but to customize aperture and shutter speed, it becomes quite difficult. Aperture and shutter speed cannot be selected individually, but only in pairs through the option referred to as program shift. When you enter the mode, you can select the ISO and leave the rest to the camera. Remember to set the ISO based on the lighting conditions of your environment. So if you are outdoors in full sun, then try to set it as low as possible. However, for pictures around dusk, you should try to keep the ISO low as well and try not to exceed the ISO of 3200. You might be asking why. Well, the higher the ISO, the more grainy or noisy the image will be, leading to some reduced image quality. Of course, ISO isn't the only parameter you can fully control. You are able to fully control white balance settings, metering mode, picture styles, and the focus modes. These parameters are oftentimes not found in full auto mode, so basically this mode allows you to tweak a few parameters here and there without overwhelming you with all kinds of settings as seen in manual mode. Look at these two pictures. One of them was taken in full auto mode and the other one was taken in program mode. The only difference between these two pictures is the picture style and the white balance settings. As you can see, just these two can already make a difference in your pictures with little to no effort needed. Another tip when taking pictures in program mode is try to look at what the camera does to all the exposure settings and the others too. This can be a great way to start understanding what each parameter does and how it affects the image. I previously said that you need to have a little knowledge about the exposure settings, but with this mode you will improve on that and make another giant step to going to full manual mode. Alright, this mode is great for beginners, but what about people who already have a good understanding of these settings? It can still be beneficial for you too. If you don't have time to make adjustments to the settings for a specific shot, then this can allow you to quickly customize a setting or two and let the camera do the rest. Don't forget your camera still has many other modes available, but once you have a really good understanding of program mode, you can enter shutter priority and aperture priority modes, which allow you to customize other parameters. More about these two in an upcoming video. So which mode should you take your pictures in? Well, it really depends on your experience level and how comfortable you feel with your camera. Program mode is generally great for beginners, while aperture and shutter priority modes are for intermediate photographers, and manual gives you really full control over every aspect. Well, if you learned something new, then please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay notified when I release my next video. Also, if you missed my previous video, then please click the card shown up here. It's about the rule of thirds. It's really interesting. Okay, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.